Hi everybody and welcome to my new YouTube channel. I thought for my first video I'd do the booktube newbie tag because I do plan to share booktube videos and I thought it would be a good introduction to myself and my channel. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Question number 1 is, why did you start this channel? I just thought it might be fun. I don't really have a better answer for this. I honestly just thought it might be fun to make videos. So yeah, that's it. Question number 2, what are some fun or unique things you can bring to booktube? So first of all, I don't plan to only share booktube videos. That will be a big part of my channel, but I'd like to share videos about my other interests as well. I love planning and would like to make some planner videos. This is actually a page from my planner with the questions for this video on it. And yeah, so I'd like to make planner videos. I am a fiber and textile artist. I spin, weave, quilt, sew, embroider, a little bit of everything really. And I'd like to share some of those projects as well, especially because sometimes my projects are inspired by books I've read. But as far as booktube itself, I'm Indigenous, I am Sharon Hakanataway, and I'm also disabled. I'm autistic and I am physically disabled and use a wheelchair. So I can bring those perspectives to my videos and to books I read and review here. And I'm always looking for good disability representation and good Native representation by Native authors to share. So I'm excited to share books that I can recommend for those because it is hard to find good Native or disabled representation. And I also really love middle grade, and I feel like it doesn't get talked about as much on Bookstagram or Booktube or like the larger reading community. So I definitely want to share a lot of middle grade books and to share my love of middle grade because I don't think it gets enough love. Question number 3, what are you most excited for with this new channel? I already shared a little bit about this, and because I am excited to share books with good diverse representation, especially when it comes to Native books and disabled representation, and I'm excited to share my love of middle grade, but I'm really excited for like the creative process of making videos. Not so much the technical side of things like the lighting and editing and uploading and all of that, but I'm excited about the creative process of making videos. And I'm excited to try to connect with other people who share my interests, who share my reading interests. So yeah, I'd like to connect with other people and just have fun making videos. Question number 4, why do you love reading? I feel like this answer is going to be really cliche, but I love the escapism. I love the transportative quality of books. I love being able to go on an adventure without ever leaving my bedroom. Yeah. And I really love storytelling. It doesn't have to be books and reading. It can be movies. It can be traditional oral storytelling. I love storytelling, and my love of reading is kind of a part of that. So question number 5 is, what book or series got you into reading? I can't really pinpoint a book or series that got me into reading because I've just always loved to read from the time I could read. Even before that, because my mom would read books to my brother and I before we learned to read ourselves. But yeah, I've always been a reader. I've always loved reading, so I can't really pinpoint a book or series that got me into reading. Number 6, what challenges do you think will be hardest to overcome? Confidence? Or lack of confidence, I should say. I'm not very confident, so yeah, that's going to be difficult for me. And also like the technical aspects of making videos and figuring out like the editing and the lighting and uploading and all that kind of part of this, like the technical issues, I guess. And really, also, I don't want to feel this pressure to create content constantly. I don't want to feel like I have to upload a new video every week or I have to stick to some regular uploading schedule where I have a new video going live every, I don't know, Friday at noon or whatever. For one thing, I know realistically I can't stick to a schedule like that, so I don't want to get discouraged and frustrated trying to. And also I think it would take the fun out of it. And I'm doing this for fun. I want it to be fun. I am not going to keep doing it if it's not fun. So yeah, I don't want to feel this pressure to constantly be making new videos. And okay, number 7. When did you start reading? Like I said before, I've always been a reader. I've always loved books. Just whenever I learned to read is when I started reading. Maybe like 2 years old. I'm not really sure. As a really little kid. Question number 8 is, where do you read? Mostly in bed. I read in my bedroom more than anywhere else. I do take books off with me, like to the waiting room at doctor's appointments and things like that. And I sometimes will take a book outside to read in the garden, but mostly in my bedroom. That's where I do most of my reading. And last question, number 9, what kind of books do you like to read? I like a lot of books. I read across most genres. I like fantasy, historical fiction, historical fantasy. I love fairy tale retellings. That's one of my favorite genres. I love a good fairy tale retelling. I like sci-fi, contemporary, clean romances. Really most genres. I don't read horror or thriller or like true crime, anything like that, but I do read most genres, really. And I read across like age categories too. I read some adult fiction and nonfiction, but mostly fiction. But I mostly read young adult and middle grade. I prefer kid lit over adult fiction typically. But yeah, that's it for now, and thank you for watching, and I hope you like this video, and subscribe if you want to see more. Thanks, bye!